Hello Cancer, welcome to my new channel. This is Sugar Moon Tarot, and today we are going to do an energy check-in with your person, what they think, how they feel, just their overall energy towards you and what's going on right now with them. And I also want to take just a moment to thank everyone for supporting my new channel. All of the comments are great, and I really appreciate all of the new subscribers, so thank you very much. Okay, let's get an overall energy on how Cancer's person is, their energy towards Cancer right now. We have the Bear. Okay, the Bear for me is strength. This is somebody who is very strong. They are strong. When I say strong, I'm not meaning physically, I'm meaning emotionally. They're very strong emotionally on how they feel about you. They have a lot of strength. The Bear can also be very independent, very isolated. They're out on their own. They can also be they can get agitated easily sometimes. There's a lot with the Bear. Okay, so let's find out what is going on with your person. Okay, what is Cancer's person thinking about Cancer in their headspace? Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. So they're seeing you as being very loving. Your energy to them flows easily. You probably show them a lot of love. You probably have no problem telling them that you love them. And if you haven't said it, that you show it. They definitely feel it. So they see you as being very loving. And this is a lot of love that they have for you. Now, the Queen can sometimes be a little emotionally, especially if she doesn't have her King, because the King stabilizes her. The King of Cups will stabilize her. So sometimes all of this flowing energy, your person may be a little confused or mixed up. The love is there, but they may be confused or unsure about what to do with it. Okay, there's a lot of love there though. And we also have the Page of Cups. For me, a lot of the times this is shown as an apology. There may have been something that happened. Maybe the Bear came out in your person, or maybe they saw the Bear come out in you. The angry Bear, I don't know, but there seems like there needs to be an apology around something right here. We also have the Five of Wands, so I feel like there's been a conflict between the two of you. Something went down and something happened for sure. Okay? They're thinking about this conflict. This is the Five of Cups. This is sorrow, sadness, regret, mourning, empty, missing you. I feel like, especially with the conflict here and the apology card, maybe the Bear got angry and then ran off on its own because the Bear is out here all by itself. You may have split up. You may have broken up, Cancer. I'm not sure what's going on here, but there's something that happened. But they do still have love in their headspace for you. Okay, we have the King of Swords. So the King of Swords is very wise. They're very logical. They don't have a lot of emotion. This just kind of black and white for them. They see it a certain way, and that's just the way that it is in their head. They might have a hard time if sometimes they're so logical that they don't have any emotion put on their decisions. So they can come across as being really cold. So they may have said something to you or done something to you that seemed very icy and very cold and very cutting, because that's just the way that this King of Swords is. Okay? They may have done something to split you apart, or maybe they got really hateful in a conflict that you had, maybe something like that. Okay, but we have the Hermit here, and so your person in their mind is going introspective. They're trying to see something and trying to figure out maybe what happened, why they did what they did, why this argument went down, why they acted up. I don't know, but I feel like they're isolated and they're trying to gain strength, which is back to the Bear. The Bear is isolated, trying to gain strength. Okay, they are strong, but even the strongest people fall sometimes and they have to regain their strength. All right, so let's see what this hermit is focused on right here. What is this hermit so focused on in their headspace? The Knight of Wands, okay? So there's a couple of things that I'm gathering around that. Let me get one more. Give me one more on this. The Hermit again, okay? So they are probably very within themselves. You may not be hearing from this person at all. We got a double Hermit here, and it's surrounding something to do with the Knight of Wands energy. Okay, so something went down. Either you did something or they did something. But this Knight of Wands is the flighty knight. They rush in, they rush out. They're hot one minute, they burning hot, and then they just fly off as fast as they came in. So either your person is really upset that they feel like you did this to them, or they've done this to you. And whatever the case is, they're definitely looking at it in an introspective way. If this is something that they have done to you in the past that caused an argument, that caused this cutting to happen, then they're certainly looking at it from a logical state of mind here. They're trying to figure out maybe if this is a pattern of theirs. They're wanting to try to figure out why and how to fix it. If this is something that you did to them, then they're feeling very sad, isolated, lonely, but they're really within themselves. I just don't think you're talking to this person right now. If you are, I don't feel like it's very much. Okay, let's see what's going on in their heart space. In their heart of hearts, how do they truly feel about Cancer? Okay, we have the Five of Swords. So their heart is conflicted. There's definitely been something that went down here, okay? We had the Five of Wands, we had the Five in their head, we had the Five of Swords in their heart space. So I definitely feel like that you were in a conflict. You probably separated, you're isolated from one another right now. You may be doing the silent treatment. You may have actually broken up altogether. This could have even been something that's happened in the past that is just now being brought back up in their energy because they're needing to think about something that went on with you. There's also the Tower. Now, with this being in the heart space, this is an emotional crisis. They are having a lot of heartbreak with this Tower. This has brought in emotional storms for them. That's why we have so much heartache and regret and sadness in their headspace, because their heart is in turmoil emotionally right now. Some of that could be because of something that they did. You could have cut them out. You could have just said, done by, and they're feeling it. There's a lot of emotional turmoil there for them. They are also in the Hangman energy in their heart, so they're trying to reflect on their emotions. This Tower sent them into a place of just being almost in a stalemate with their emotions, because they're having to try to get a handle of it. They're trying to see it from your perspective. They're trying to see it from their own perspective. They're trying to see from different angles on what happened, because they're so tangled up with their emotional space right now that they really probably can't move forward. So they're very introspective. We had the Hermit clarified by the Hermit in their head. They're really in their head thinking about all this. Their heart is in turmoil. They're just suspended emotionally right now because of something that's going on. This Hangman actually does need to come in next to the Tower, because once the Tower happens and somebody's really in an emotional crisis, the Hangman needs to come in and suspend those emotions so they can have time to get a handle on it, so they don't just spiral completely out of control. Okay, so that's really a good thing, and they're going to see a new perspective about something. They're going to figure out what went on, how they truly feel, and how they truly think. But keep in mind, the Queen of Cups is here, so there is love. The apology card's here. That's in their mind space. Having to apologize, people aren't good at that a lot of the times. It's hard to do. So they may be having to look at different perspective. That apology could be upsetting them too. There's a lot of turmoil here for your person. Okay, we have the Justice card. They're in their heart, something is not balanced. They know that something wasn't fair. One of you definitely hurt the other. Now, I feel like that your person did this to you because they're so suspended, their conflict, the apology, but it could be completely reversed. They're waiting on an apology from you. They're heartbroken. They're on the floor. They're missing you. I mean, it's really the same energy regardless of who did what to who, okay? So they still feel like that there needs to be justice served here. And they may need to be the one to serve up the justice with an apology, or they're waiting on an apology from you to serve up the justice. That apology will balance the scales. I feel like an apology needs to come from one of you, okay? That will balance the scales. We have the Page of Wands. So this is passion. This is a message of passion, and that could be the apology message coming in with a message of truth. They really want to see you. They're thinking about you. They have you in their heart space, but their love in their heart right now is just in turmoil and it's suspended. But they still have this chemistry and this passion for you, and I think they really are wanting to bring it forward. But the page is they're not writing in fast with the page. It's more of an idea, I think, at this point in time. Okay, we also have the Magician here. So I think they're trying to get a handle on everything. It seems like everything just kind of spiraled out of control. And there's been some arguments, and now things are suspended in hermit mode. We've got sadness going on here. So I think that what they're trying to do in their heart space, that's what's happening in this Hangman, is they're trying to figure out what they need to do. What tools do they have to get through all of this situation? They're probably trying to calm themselves down. I do feel like that, the old saying, don't poke the bear. I feel like the bear was angered. Something about the bear was angered, and now they're having to go off on their own, and they're having to figure out what kind of tools that they have to just calm themselves down, see things from another perspective, calm down all of this emotional turmoil, figure out an apology if you need to give them one or if they need to give you one. There's something over this flighty energy going back and forth, but I just feel like that they're isolated right now, very isolated. I don't think they're talking to you at all. They may still be having some anger. That may be what this Tower is, because anger is an emotion. This could be a lot of anger. I feel I do feel anger. It seems almost like it was a recent argument or something. Or if it wasn't recent, then it's certainly coming back up in their energy. I feel regret, sadness, anger, frustration. Maybe they're frustrated at themselves that they can't get it right. But I think the Magician is going to try to solve all of these problems. See, the Magician's going to come in, and they're going to be able to put water on the fire for them and kind of calm this down a little bit. That's what this Magician's going to do. They're wanting to manifest a change. This 5 right here is a change. That 5 is a change. They're wanting to change something in your dynamic, in your relationship, and I think something about themselves. Okay? I just feel a big argument went down. Or maybe maybe the last time they saw you, it was an argument, and that's what they're thinking about. I don't know. But I just feel a big argument. I feel a lot of confusion. I feel anger, frustration, and isolation. Your person's just in isolation at this point. Okay, let's see what their next possible moves may be toward you. Okay, well, the first thing that's going to happen is that they're going to need to get some healing. So they're just suspended in this isolation. There are so many suspended cards, isolated on their own, healing by themselves. Hangman, the Hermit twice. There's a lot of alone energy here. I think your person is just totally by themselves trying to figure all of this out. If you're with your person, you may feel that they're very withdrawn. Maybe they're just not talking as much, or they're not calling you or texting you as much. They just stepped back because of something that went down. Okay? They are in the process of trying to receive clarity. That's what the Hermit and the Hangman is going to bring in. That's what them being out on their own. They're looking for truth. They're looking for clarity around this. Okay, they're wanting. This is the Hierophant. Now, this is a committed relationship. This is taking things to a higher level. If you were in a committed relationship and there was this big fight that went down, maybe they're wondering if it's still possible. They're trying to figure out some clarity around a commitment. If you were headed that direction and some fight went down or something, they may be stepping back to rethink that. I mean, I don't know, but there's something about commitment around this relationship. But we do have some great cards here. We have the Queen of Wands. So they definitely see you as fiery, passionate, charismatic, loving, charming, very friendly. So they know that you're warm and you're warm-hearted and all of those things, and they're having a lot of passion for you right now. Even in the midst of being on their own, and even in the midst of their silence, they still have this Queen of Wands energy. And we also had, don't forget, we had the Queen of Cups. So they definitely feel love and passion for you, even though something I feel like went down. Now we have the Ten of Cups. Okay, so in their introspection, they are definitely thinking about you as the whole package. You bring them complete happiness. They want the home, the family, the love. This is the two people cuddled up by the fireplace with the cat and the warmth. They want that. They want that very much. And I think this magician is going to try to figure out how to make that happen. So they may be off on their own, but all of their energy is trying to move this forward. Okay, so we have this could be a twin flame situation. This is viewed as a twin flame card a lot. We have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is a lot like the Hierophant. It's a traditional loving foundation relationship. So we have the Four of Wands. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. We have some very beautiful energy here. Very beautiful energy. So they're definitely thinking along the line of wanting to continue the relationship or move it to a new level, or bring it back if they have been apart from you for a while. But I'm telling you that this reading is really a mixed bag, because we have all this beautiful energy, but we also have conflict and Tower and heartbreak and missing you and icy cold and apologies and needing to balance the scales and alone. People are alone trying to get strength. So it may have been a very beautiful relationship with just a horrible argument. I'm not real sure, to be honest with you. It's really like I said, it's a mixed bag for me. I feel like something really went down with your person. Okay, let's get a message from your person. What would your person say to you? I feel safer in my silence. Yeah, I'm not surprised by that at all, because there's just so much that went on and they're off by themselves. I can definitely see that. I need more time to figure things out. Again, that's being safer in their silence. They are being very quiet with you. Our connection still affects me. Of course it does, because we have the Four of Wands, we have the Ten of Cups, they're definitely affected by you, but they are being quiet because of something that went on. You feel like home to me. Sure. That's why this is here. This is home. This feels like a beautiful, warm, loving home. If I knew then what I know now, I would have made different choices. Okay, so they're starting to figure out something that happened, and that's back to this apology card. I felt like that they needed to apologize to you for something. So, okay, so this one was a difficult reading for me because it seemed really all over the place, and I'm hoping this makes sense to you, because it honestly kind of doesn't to me. The only thing that I can gather from all of it is that somebody is alone. They're needing to gain strength. This really could be a twin flame, because twin flames readings sometimes are like that, just all over the place, back and forth. But I just feel like something went down. There was an argument, there was a separation, there's somebody that's off on their own, trying to figure this out, trying to gain strength. They need to bring in an apology. But I just don't see any movement. I really don't, other than just the only movement that I really saw was the flighty knight who was in between the two hermits. So they're probably thinking about maybe their old behavior when they were flighty back and forth, or like I said, it could be reversed. It could be something you did to them, but I really don't think so. I think it's your person did something and you got in an argument. You may have called them out. I don't know. But this one was a really mixed bag of energy, because we have all of the beautiful cards in the deck and we have all of the heartbreak hard cards in the deck. So it's like it's just split. It's a split energy. So there's needing to be some temperance put on this. There needs to be a sun put on this. There needs to be a star put on this. There needs to be some healing around this. If you're dealing with a Leo, this sort of reminds me of the Leo reading. Possibly, if you are, you might listen to that one, because it just feels like that there is just a lot, somebody's beating themselves up and things like that. So I don't know, but I'm not even sure if I really helped you much, other than to tell you that your person is kind of all over the place. I feel, even in my own space, in my own mind, feeling their energy, I feel complete confusion. I feel like that's what your person feels, is this tower. I can actually feel this tower. I can feel their energy. It's confusing. They have confusion. They probably don't know, and that's why they're isolating themselves right now. There's just going to have to be. So my advice is to send them just peace. They need peace. They need temperance. If there was some anger that went down, then that need some calmness. But they are missing you. This is a missing card, so they are missing you. They love you. You feel like home to them. So anyway, Cancer, I don't know. I even hate to leave it like that, but it just, it is what it is. I guess maybe it'll make sense to you. Okay, thank you for stopping by. Appreciate it. See you next time.